Peace, love, and light, Scorpios, coming with another message. I find that, doing messages at different times during the day brings different energy. So sometimes we just try to see if we can pick up on different energy. So that's what we're doing today, since that time and space is available, Scorpios. All right, let's see. Messages for Scorpio. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups. The Six of Cups coming a little rough. The Six of Cups came a little rough. There may be something about, a rough past. Maybe a rough past that is being picked up in this energy. The Nine of Pentacles is coming a little bit smoother. It's a little bit more assured. It's a little more certain. So there may be something about the past that's foretelling something about your future. So immediately the attention is, for whatever reason, even though this came out a little bit more calm than this is the card that a lot of energy is really coming out very strong. There's something about you and your past and how you related, perhaps to animals. Perhaps this animal may signify something or someone. Perhaps the energy that's being picked up on is how you related to a particular energy in the past and how you're relating it to it now. I'm getting an energy of like the way you used to relate to the divine and what you saw as the divine. There's something significant about that. Okay. Perhaps how you relate to, or how you relate to another water sign. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can pick up on this. 9 and 9. There's something that you did in your past that's preparing you to reach into the future. Perhaps the divine is telling you to prepare for something. Okay. Okay. Let's first tell me about this. Okay. This is an energy of reaching into the past. Okay. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Okay. The Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. The Two of Pentacles is an energy of balancing things out, flexibility. It's also an energy of partnership. Knight of Wands is giving an energy of a lot more energy. Perhaps a lot more energy. I'm getting this energy of like someone perhaps in your past that knew you as a child, perhaps. There's a lot of energy of negotiation on here, deciding. Perhaps in the past you may have been very indecisive. Perhaps you may have been someone that was also docile. Okay. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Perhaps you're also someone that you didn't like conflict, and so you would compromise quickly, you would reach agreements quickly. There's something about this energy that the divine is trying to connect with. Something that is either happening now or will happen. Okay. So there's an energy of going from past to present, and you being someone that may have easily been someone to give in to something. This may have been someone that was quick to come to reach an agreement when it comes to arguments. It may have been that you are the kind of person that was quick to also give financially, and even in your partnerships. I'm seeing that perhaps some of you were willing to compromise yourself. You are willing to compromise yourself for the sake of others. It's almost like someone that was like built to be a martyr is what I'm seeing. It's like you were this person that was groomed to be this this martyr, and I'm getting that with this Nine of Wands coming upside down. Like someone is seeing as being a bit more stubborn. They're seeing you as someone who is, they're seeing you in this very stubborn energy. Like you're refusing to give in. You're refusing to negotiate. Whatever energies that you used to be in previously, where you would negotiate, where you would probably be the one that would easily give in to something. You would probably be the one that may easily agree to something. I'm getting this energy that someone sees you as being a bit more stubborn. Okay, and I'm picking up on this mother figure energy. Is this a mother figure? Okay, this is not a mother figure. But this person does see you. See, this like this energy of resisting change is coming out again. This is the current energy. This is possibly the energy that you're in now, or it's an energy for the future. And I'm getting this sense that it may be both. It may be present and both. Whatever it is, I'm getting that this energy of easily compromising, or I'm hearing you compromise yourself quite a bit in the past. I'm hearing that you compromise yourself quite a bit in the past. And at this time, with the Tower card showing upside down and this Nine of Wands showing upside down, this is you being a lot stronger. This is you refusing to compromise your values, refusing to compromise your morals. And there's some folks right now that are feeling some type of way about this. This new energy that you're in really got some folks messed up in the head, Scorpios. Like, they really don't know what to do, because they're used to you being this person that's used to saying yes. In fact, a lot of times you didn't even say yes. It was literally like, I'm getting this energy of something being taken from you, where this represents take and give. Like, I'm getting this energy that there was someone or people in your energy that has always, they've thought for whatever reason that it was okay to take from you. It's almost like this martyr energy, and someone is just like, it's like right now they're thinking, well, who are they going to go to when they need X, Y, and Z? It's almost like you've always been the backup plan for someone, like people. And for many of them, this was having to do with financial security. This may actually be both an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and may also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone feels kind of torn about this new energy that you're in. You're no longer compromising. You're no longer compromising your values, your morals, your stability, your way of thinking. And there may be some folks that are in this energy of like feeling some type of way about this here. Okay, tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. I'm getting like they like this energy of like being able to see you in this like childlike state. They like this energy of being able to see you as someone that they can easily walk over. Someone that easily compromised, that gave in, that easily gave. And right now you're showing up in this energy of, you know, someone sees you as you're refusing to compromise your morals, your values. Okay. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is having to do with also your spiritual beliefs. There's some folks that especially, they see that you're not willing to compromise your spiritual beliefs. They see that now. In the past, you may have been that kind of person. You compromised everything but your spiritual beliefs. And they see this. And in the past, you may have been someone, like you may have known that you've always been different. That you've always had a different type of connection to things, people, perhaps the elements. You've known this intuitively, even when you weren't fully awakened. there was something telling you that your spiritual belief was different than others. You've been on this path to uncovering your truth, and the divine has always put you on a path to uncovering your truth. And for many of you in your past, like, a lot of folks had issues with some of your spiritual practices, you know, like they would find altars, you know, around your space, or, you know, various elements of nature within your space, and they'd wonder what they are, because it's like, this is not conducive to the way I showed you to do things. Like, the way I raised you was to go to church, so what are you doing? You know, what are you doing with these sticks and rocks and elements of nature? And the more you grew in your inner knowing, the stronger you became as this high priestess. Scorpios, I'm getting this energy that this is your road to, this is how many of you, this is how you uncovered that you were a high priestess. Like, you began showing up as someone who was stubborn and resisting change and doing things that a lot of the folks around you were not doing. And you were also not doing a lot of the stuff that a lot of folks expected you to do. And this path that you took connected you deeper on this spiritual journey. I'm also getting that one of the reasons why, like, this high priestess has a lot to do with what kickstarted your journey. Being a high priestess and living your truth as a high priestess is what kickstarted your journey to your transformation. Because the high priestess, like, is very comfortable in their knowing. They know themselves. They know who they are. And part of the reason why the divine is saying that you compromise on a lot of things in your past is because you had not quite came into your power. You had not quite came into your inner knowing, your wisdom, because you were still searching. And I'm getting this energy that you are still in this energy of this, like, this infancy stage. And little by little, many of you kept on doing the rituals, even if you didn't know what they meant. You kept on calling out to the divine, even when you didn't fully quite know what it meant. You knew that there was a connection you didn't quite know. Okay? And the connection that you have to the divine is not something that you are able to get from a book. This is something that you had to build. Your connection to the divine was something that you build. You trusted. You trusted in the process. You trusted in this process. Many of you know that you were going through initiation. You literally were going through spiritual initiation. And the difference between you and others going through this initiation process is eventually you knew that you were going through spiritual initiation. Many of you Scorpios, you get to know that you were going through spiritual initiation even before you actually came into like a solid inner knowing. Like, the divine always had you on this path of looking for the truth, because your inner knowing always like led you to feel like there was something deeper than what you were accustomed to, than what you were taught to, than what you were socialized to do. This energy of walking away is very strong because it's an indication of you eventually embracing a path that you intuitively knew that you weren't quite ready for, that you weren't quite taught. So this energy of looking for the truth is one that's very deep. It's connected to your path to awakening. It's like it's an energy of walking away. Like you walked away from some, and I'm really getting this energy of like you walked away from some from some system, from some belief system, some ways of teaching that really kickstarted your spiritual journey. For many of you, I'm also getting that many of you actually traveled somewhere. You may have taken a trip somewhere. You trusted the divine to go forward. You trusted the divine to jump into this spiritual journey without knowing exactly what to expect. You trusted the divine to jump into this journey without knowing what to expect. And what came after that is you being this high priestess. And for many of you, you actually took some sort of like a physical spiritual journey. And that journey, that traveling, whatever it is that you did or wherever it is that you went, this is how you went through spiritual initiation. And through this process, you had to learn a lot. You learned a lot. You learned a lot about making decisions. You learned a lot about standing up for yourself. You learned a lot about being your ideal person instead of somebody else's ideal. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles. This is you reaching for what's yours, not succumbing to what someone else wants you to. Yeah, this really, your spiritual journey, it really put a lot of folks in worry because this is not typical. Your spiritual journey is not typical of what you were taught. And the divine is saying you trusted it. And the divine is saying to trust it, to continue to trust it and not compromise. To remove anything that is not part of your divine purpose. And some of you previously may have thought that there was one way to do things, and you uncovered many choices. Many of you were like really following traditional beliefs that boxed you in. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Yeah, you refused to compromise. You saw that letting go was the only way that you could have gained your strength. Refusing to accept some belief that didn't fit your purpose was not going to do it for you. And it still isn't. because you realize that it puts you in an energy of stagnation. And for you, there's a lot that you're trying to do. And many of you, I'm getting this energy that, you know, family had a role to play in this. Family had a role to play in the stagnation. Like your family refused to accept your spiritual beliefs, many of you. They refuse to see this elevated side of you. They refuse to see who you were becoming. Instead, they chose to see who they wanted you to be. And so you made the judgment on your own to trust your own intuition, to make the decisions on your own. And look what's coming up on the bottom. And move towards your healing. Move towards what you know to be true. And move towards this healing is also helping you to overcome the biggest hardships in your life. And part of the biggest hardship in your life was actually this energy of compromising yourself. And whoever it is, they refuse to see that you became stronger than what you were. Your family refused to see that you became stronger, that you are becoming stronger for many of you. They refuse to see that you're actually overcoming hardships. Instead, they are so focused on changing you and molding you into something that they want. It's almost like they want to put you to sleep. Like they'd be happier if you were this kind of like sleepwalking zombie that did everything everyone said, with very little energy, very little momentum. Someone who's dependent on something and someone. And many of you saw this, you were awakened to this, like you saw that your own kin was not really putting you in this protective energy to protect yourself. The ideals that you were taught, they were not teaching you how to protect yourself. And I'm also getting that the biggest lesson in love and loving yourself came from walking away from this. Your biggest lesson in knowing who your family truly is came when you awakened. You awakened to the truth of knowing who they were, because you realized that in your strength, there seems to be conflict with these people. And this may be family figures or actual family members. You are clear about who you are. You've awakened, or you are awakening. And there's some folks that don't really like that. They see that the investment, you know, they may not even see the investment. I'm getting that you are investing in yourself, in your awakened state, going into this new cycle of self-acceptance and strength. And they're not seeing these things, right? They refuse to see these things. And you get to know that although there are folks that are awakening to exactly who you are and your strength. There's still a lot of folks going through their awakening process, and they're not meant to see exactly who you are. Okay? And don't expect them to. The biggest mistake that you can do is to go back to this situation and expect that your awakening means that they've awakened as well. So the divine is telling you not to go backwards, to move forward. Yep, move forward, because it's a new cycle. Yeah, going back would restrict you. The divine is saying don't go back. Don't even entertain the idea of going back. Don't go backwards, because going backwards, you'll be met with this. Okay? You'll be met with this. A lot of these karmics. And right now is not the time for you to go back, because it's time for you to stand in your decision. It's time for you to stand in your awakened state. And going back would be, you know, leading to confusions, leading to heartbreaks. Restrictions. Really, it would be giving up your power, giving up what you've learned, it's almost like someone who hasn't learned their lesson. And there's a lot of you I'm getting that are in the process. You're going through your ascension, you're going through your awakening state, and the divine is saying now's the time for you to stand in your truth. Now's the time for you to be, you know, selfish. It's the time for you to be cautious about who you surround, who you give your energy to. It's time for you to be in your independent wealth energy. Positivity is coming towards you. Transformation is coming towards you. You're manifesting your wildest dreams. You've defeated your enemies, and if you haven't, you are defeating them, and you have clarity. So the divine is saying, why would you go back? Why would you even contemplate going back? Because their energy is full of lies and deceit. Anything else? Yeah, so this is all energies of detachment. Someone may need to hear this, that your detachment from the ones that you thought may actually be permanent. And for many, this may be something that is, you know, it hits hard. It's a hard truth. It's a hard pill, like they say. It's a hard truth. But the divine is saying that your detachment from these energies led to your awakening, and the divine is not giving you the go ahead to go back. This is all energies of detachment, release. This is an energy of regaining composure after being in an energy of deception. And your strength and your continued abundance and manifestation depends on your ability to detach yourself from these energies that are not serving your highest good. So that's that, Scorpios. So this is Ayana Vision, number 11, Way of the Divine Feminine Revealed. So the divine is saying, Ayana Vision is the blossoming awareness of your life purpose and true inner passion. You're lovingly pushed to admit to your authentic and most passionate and soul yearnings, becoming bold with honesty. What means so much that you're willing to give up all that you have held onto out of fear so that it may be. What matters enough to you that you would symbolically die and be reborn. With all the endings and uncertainty such growth entails, so that your dream can become real. Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear, practicality, or any other excuse to replace faith with doubt. Acknowledging your truth will bring you peace, even if admitting it also means facing the personal transformation required to bring that truth to life in your world. When it is truth, it is healing. Embrace it. Wow. So what matters more than you that you're willing to compromise? And that is the question. Okay, Scorpios, that is what the divine is saying that you get to think about at this time. So if this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, divine light.